Hello and welcome to this video. The Diversity Visa Lottery takes place every year from early October to early November. But what happens is that before the lottery even takes place, the United States State Department makes an announcement concerning the upcoming lottery in the visa bulletin that is published either in the month of July or August. Now, for this year, 2024, that announcement has been made. It was made in the visa bulletin that was published during the month of August. In a moment, we will go over and consider the announcement in that visa bulletin. But before we do that, let me just say who I am and what I do. I'm T. Rodney Davis, and I provide information, education, and guidance services for those who are interested in the diversity visa program, including both entrants and applicants. For the last 10 years, for example, I have been submitting entries on behalf of diversity visa entrants. And when people get selected in the diversity visa lottery, I also guide them in what is referred to as the application process, that is, the process after one gets selected in the lottery. So, in case you are in need of any services related to the upcoming diversity visa lottery, then just look below this video. There is a blue link. Click on that blue link. It leads to my guidance platform. Once you get on the platform, enter your details in the form that pertains to the upcoming diversity visa lottery. And I must add that there is a reasonable service charge to pay for each of those services. Having said that, now let's go and consider the announcement by the State Department concerning the upcoming diversity visa lottery. This is the announcement by the State Department in the most recent visa bulletin concerning the upcoming diversity visa lottery. Dates for the DV 2026 program registration period will be widely publicized in the coming months. Those interested in entering the DV 2026 program should check the Department of State's Diversity Visa webpage in the coming months. So that's the announcement that has been posted by the United States State Department concerning the upcoming diversity visa lottery. It is true that the lottery will take place in this year, 2024, but the lottery concerns the DV 2026 program, which will take place during the U.S. fiscal year 2026. Now, let me just touch on a number of questions that I usually receive around this time concerning the diversity visa lottery. The first one has to do with eligibility. That is, who is allowed to participate in the upcoming diversity visa lottery. There are two main conditions in order for one to take part in the lottery. The first condition is that you must be from an eligible country. There is a list of eligible countries published every year, and you must have been born in one of those countries. And the second condition is that you must have already achieved a high school or secondary school level of education, or during the last 5 years, you must have worked for at least 2 years in a profession that is acceptable. So once you meet both of those conditions, then you are allowed or you are eligible to participate in the upcoming diversity visa lottery. Now, every year, people ask which countries are eligible for the upcoming diversity visa lottery. For the time being, the list of eligible countries for the upcoming lottery has not been published. It will be published during the second half of this month, September. But one thing I must say is that generally, every year, countries that were eligible for the previous year remain eligible, and countries that were not eligible the previous year remain not eligible. although there could be a few exceptions to that. The next thing concerns the dates of the diversity visa lottery. As is the case of the list of eligible countries, the actual dates for the upcoming DV lottery have not yet been published. They will also be published along with the list of eligible countries during the second half of this month, September 2024. However, based on experience, we could say what the tentative dates of the upcoming lottery could be. And it is expected that the lottery begin on Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024 and end on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. Those are the tentative dates of the upcoming diversity visa lottery. Although these dates that I'm giving you as tentative would need to be confirmed during the second half of this month of September, when the rules of the upcoming diversity visa lottery or diversity visa program will be published. The next thing concerns the calendar of events. In other words, how are things going to play out? The lottery, as I said, is expected to begin on October 2nd and continue up to November 5th. Now, it is only during that time that you will be allowed to submit an entry to the DV 2026 program. And the reason why it is only during that time is because it is only during that time that the entry form will be available on the official website of the diversity visa program. So before that period, the form will not be available, and so you cannot enter the lottery by then. Also, after that period, the form will no longer be available, and so you will not be able to enter the diversity visa program until around the same time next year. Now, the results of the lottery that will take place this year from October to November are expected to be published during the month of May 2025. So that is it. Remember, in case you are in need of any kind of service relating to the upcoming diversity visa lottery, whether it is for your photograph to be appraised and approved, or it has to do with the submission of an entry, just look below this video, click on that blue link, and use the appropriate form to acquire more information concerning our diversity visa lottery services. Now, throughout this month of September and even into the month of October, we will be discussing various aspects relating to the upcoming diversity visa lottery. So follow along as we do that to enhance your chances of being selected in this year's diversity visa lottery. Thanks for watching this video. See you either on Mangattan's platform or in the next DV 2026 lottery video. Until then, God willing, goodbye.